everything up and in. Let's get the last two in. So chest up, shoulders down, mobilizing the spine, bends your knees, feet hip width apart. So as always, or usually always, but actually we do need always, because we need resistance bands for the back exercises. Without equipment, it's very difficult, and that means bars in particular. So we're not going to be hanging off bars and doing pull-ups. So if you're not doing pull-ups, we need resistance bands for at least the back exercises. That's the rowing exercises and the pulling back exercises. So we're just mobilizing the spine at the moment. So have your bands at the ready. Make sure you've got a nice secure bench or chairs at the ready for your tricep dips today. So make sure that's all ready. Bend your knees, side bends, belly in, bottom in, shoulders down. Probably be taking one layer off at least as I get warm. It is supposed to be 0 degrees out here in England at the moment. I'm sure it's much colder in Sweden. So keep everything up and in, belly in, bottom tucked under, shoulders down. Everything up and in, lovely. So knee raises, so you can get us warm. Knee raise, so mobilizing the hips, mobilizing the knees, and you only raise your knees as high as you feel comfortable. So lower if you're not sure. If you ever need to hold on to anything for balance, then do. So make sure you've got something to hold on for balance. But if you can balance unaided, that's great. So belly in, chest up, shoulders down, posture, 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 all the way through. Always, always, always. Good, good, good. Excellent. And some leg curls. So curling. We've got an exercise today where we'll be reaching up as you curl the arms. So if you just reach those arms up as you curl, as you curl the leg, you're going to reach up. So curling that leg, reaching up. Don't worry if you're doing it the other way around, it's okay. As long as you're keeping a good core. So you're keeping the belly in, bottom in, breathing, shoulders down. So no shoulders up like this, shoulders down. Okay, so up and down, mobilizing those shoulders, arms, elbows. If that's not good for the shoulders, you can get the shoulder arms lower or lower. So you can do the same arm action, but lower. The lower the hands are, the easier it is on the neck and shoulders. Higher they are, the harder it is for the neck and shoulders. Fabulous. Squatting. So let's just do some nice big arm swings just to keep mobilizing those joints, sit through those heels, getting the thighs working. Now keep it nice. If you're not sure about knees, joints, back, hips, thighs, then just do a tiny little knee bend. Stick your bottom out behind you, tiny little knee bend. And without the arms, if you're not sure about the neck and shoulders and arms, you can always keep those there, or tiny little arm action. Entirely up to you with the neck and shoulders. So this is, and we're warming up as well, so tiny little squats. If you want to do it a little bit deeper, if you're warm enough and your thighs, knees, back are happy, bending your knees a little bit more, but we are warming up, so do the little ones to begin with. So shoulders down, belly in, and toes coming up. As you squat down, toes coming up, and your feet are hip width apart here, and not knees not coming together. To keep those knees apart. Lovely. Arm curls, leg curls. In fact, let's do this one with the arms up, or lower if your neck and shoulders are hurting. So everything up and in, shoulders down, squeeze and breathe. Posture, posture, posture. Got a wide squat today. The wide squat today will have we are swinging our arms through. So I'm introducing to you to most of the exercise that we'll do today. We've got core at the end, so we've got a twisting plank exercise at the end. We've got a balance exercise at the end, and a seated exercise for the stomach. And I'll show you the single arm row position if your back is good. But most of you will be sitting down with a single arm row action. So with this wide squat, really ease the knees out in line with the toes. Keep the shoulders down. Everything up and in. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So if you're not sure about the hips and knees, just a tiny little knee bend. If you're not sure about the shoulders, tiny little arm action. So it's little knee bend, little arm action. If you're not sure about neck, shoulders, arms, hips, backs, joints, anything, smaller, smaller, smaller. But if you can get that bigger and deeper, and you're warmed up enough, just go a little bit deeper, then do. Lovely. Okay, the first exercise we're going to do, come to your right, my left, your right, stride to your left, stride, bring your feet hip width apart, then squat, then stride to your right, feet hip width apart, then squat, then stride again, feet hip width apart and squat, stride again, feet hip width on and squat. So you're actually striding and stepping and squatting. Stride, step across, then squat, stride across, step the other one across, squat, stride across and squat. And you can do that slower, or you can do it again a bit quicker. And if anybody really wants to work harder, when you've warmed up enough, you can actually jump across, but only if your hips, knees and thighs and joints are good, but you don't have to. You can carry on with that step and squat, step and squat, step and squat. So that's the first thing we're going to do. We've got jogging on the spot, or stepping on the spot. So step on the spot, everything up and in, shoulders down. I'm beginning to get warm now. Tummy nice and firm, at least thumbs hip. Whew. So tummy nice and firm, bottom in, shoulders down. So we're stepping on the spot. We can do that slower, with a slower heart rate. We can make it a little bit quicker. We can do gears. We can do gear 1, slower, gear 2, a little bit quicker, gear 3, even quicker again, gear 4, even quicker again, only if you want to. You can stay on a nice, slow gear 1 or gear 2 if you prefer for your heart and lungs. And you can jog. If you're okay with slightly higher impact, you can jog it, but you can step it for lower impact. Very important. If you're not sure about your joints, just keep stepping, using those arms, using those legs. And then we've got the tricep dips, so make sure you've got a nice stable bench or chairs ready for that. And we've got the squat down and turn to your left. No, your right, my left, your right. Keeping your left arm out in front of you, and you're going to rotate and twist to your right. Same side, same side, same side. So same side, so you're keeping that left arm and shoulder out straight in front of you, and you're rotating. So you'll be doing 10 to 15 of those, if you can count, when we get the resistance bands. That's a little bit later, very soon, with the resistance band. Let's go to the other side. So this time you're keeping your right arm out in front of you, going to your left. So right arm out in front of you, going to your left. So you're rotating. So we're doing a bit more mobilizing on the spine, stretching on the chest. This will be working the back of the shoulders when you get the resistance band. Keep that going. What that looks like with the resistance band will be like this. Out to the side. Not yet, but it will be. So keep that going. Sit through those heels. Everything up and in. Good squat first, and then easing back. Good squat first, then easing back. Tummy nice and firm. Shoulders down. Around the waist height there. Lovely. And we've got some lunge back. So hips forwards. Lunging back with one leg, and then lunging back with the other, keeping those hips forwards and level. Keep that going. You can let somebody in. Don't go too far down. If you're not sure about your hip size and knees, then keep a nice, so what you've got, if you're not sure about those hips, knees and thighs, just a gentle little rock back. And if you need to hold on to something, either side or in front, just a little rock back. If you don't want to bend those knees too much, put too much pressure on them, and back and hips and thighs. The more you go back and down, the more it works for the knees, hips, thighs, and back. So if you want that, go further back and down. You should be warm enough to go a little bit further if you feel up to it, but if not, keep to these little rock backs. So alternating, we are going to add a little twist to that when we get going. Literally add a twist to that one. And then we've got the wide squat with the hands through, which you've already practiced, with the low arms or the high arms, with the low squat, or sorry, the not so low squat, the Shallow squat, little knee bend, or bigger knee bends. Shoulders down, everything up and in. And then we've got this arm curls, leg curls. And again, I'll offer you a higher impact option if your hips, knees, thighs and backs are good and energy's good. If not, stick to this option, or with the lower arms, as I said. If with the neck, shoulders and arms, you need the lower arms if you want, or the higher arms to make it harder. So before we get into the program proper, just want you to do a little practice of this. Lean on your thigh and let your, so if you've got your right thigh forwards, right hand on your right thigh, left hand dangling down, feet hip width apart and one leg behind the other, and just squeeze that arm up. Only do this option later on if you feel comfortable with your back, hips and thighs. If you don't, you'll do the seated option. Seated option is much easier, much safer for your back, hips and thighs. And the other side, so lean on that left leg, so your left hand on your left thigh, your right foot back, hand dangling down, squeezing back. That will be with the resistance band, so later on, just keep watching and keep practicing, like so. But seated is much easier and better for the back. But we can try this and later on. You can also do this leaning against a bench or a chair later on. So don't do this if you're not sure about your back. Do a seated one with resistance band. Brilliant resistance band. Okay, lovely. Right, let's get started. So, side to side. Come to the side, side and squat. Side and squat. Going to get the timer on. Side and squat, side and squat. Side and squat. Keep those knees hip width, keep the feet hip width apart and knees apart. Now you can do that faster, slower, so at your own pace. I've warmed up, but keep that going. Now those of you who've been doing all this all the way through, you can do a jump to the side, jump to the side. Make sure you bend your knees on landing. So land on your toes, then your heels, and then squat down. But don't do this if you're not sure about your hips, thighs, knees, joint, energy even. So you're stepping, little squat. If you just come in, you need to warm up. Take the first set nice and easy to warm up. Excellent. Good. Everything up and in. Squeeze the shoulders down. Time's up there. Now we're going to jog on the spot or walk on the spot. Step on the spot, gear one. So that means slower, easier. So just take it steady, just for 15 seconds. This gear one. And if you want to make a higher impact, you can jog. So you actually come off the ground. That's impact. Not coming off the ground. Something in touch with the ground all the time. Here's low impact. A little bit quicker, gear two. So a little bit quicker, keep the shoulders down, belly in, bottom in, breathe. So a little bit quicker, gear two. Only if you want to. You don't have to go up the gears. You can just step on the spot at your own pace. A little bit quicker again, gear three. So gear three, a little bit quicker. Higher impact jogging or just gear three stepping, lower impact, shoulders down, everything up and in, breathe. And gear four, a little bit quicker again. So as fast as you dare. For you, tummy nice and fun. Or you can step it as fast as you can, arms, legs, you can jog it fast as you can, belly in, shoulders down. You can still stick to your gear one, or gear two, or gear three. Have a rest of that one. Very well done. Tricep dips. So, a nice stable chair. Two chairs, one on each hand, one hand on each chair, or a nice stable bench. Bend your knees first, just to warm up. Backing close to the bench, shoulders down, leaning the weight on your arms, straightening the arms, breathing in as you go down, ideally, but not every time. Keeping those shoulders down, chest up, belly in. Easier with the knees bent. If you're not sure about neck and shoulders, just hold there. Incy-wincy, tiny little teeny-weeny polka dot bikini elbow bends, or if you can go a bit deeper, but only if your shoulders and Elbows allow. If you want to make it a bit tougher, those who've been doing this recently in the last week or so, things on the arms and tougher again with those legs straighter. So if you know what you're doing, you're used to doing these, tougher with the legs straighter, easier with the knees bent, chest up, shoulders down. Keep that going. Let me have a little look at you. Very good. Keep those shoulders down. Squeeze and breathe. Looking nice, head nice and straight. Good. And keeping the shoulders down as much as you can. It's very tempting to let the shoulders come up. Let the shoulders come down. Lovely. We've done enough of those. Going on to the next exercise. So grab your resistance band. I'd recommend a medium one strength one, not a very, very easy one, not a tough one. Medium strength. Hold it just about shoulder width or just beyond shoulder width apart. Squatting down, going to your right side. Keeping that left hand securely out in front of you. Left hand staying where it is. That right arm, pull back, using the back of the shoulders, back of the arms, keep the shoulders down. None of this with the shoulders, everybody. None of that, get those shoulders down. So get the shoulders down, everything up and in. So none of this, get the shoulders down, squeezing back. Now, I hope you're counting 10 to 15. If not, I shall time you, but ideally counting 10 to 15. 10 minimum, 11, 12, 13, or 14, or 15. Maximum 15. When you've done that, swap to the other side. So, swap to the other side or finish up very soon. Swap to the other side, tummy nice and firm. Only go as deep as you dare with those squats. So, little squats if you're not sure about the hips, knees, thighs and backs and energy. And again with the shoulder one, you can have an easier band if you want to. Tougher one. Shoulders, that's working the back of the shoulders, the upper back, shoulders down. Squeeze it, and you're rotating around, so you're working your core and waist. So it is working the core. Back of the shoulders is the core as well. Tummy nice and firm, everything up and in, shoulders down. Time is up on that one. Nice alternating lunge back with the twist time. So you're going to lunge back with one leg. If it's your left leg, it's my right leg, your left. Your right leg is in front, twist to your right. Come up, then go back with that right. That left leg is in front, twist to your left. If you're not sure about the balance, you may want to hold on to something. Or if you do this, look forward, so you're looking at something in front of you. So you can twist the shoulders and the torso, you can twist your shoulders, but you can keep your head nice and straight, looking at something that helps the balance. Or if you can rotate, that does make it more challenging with the balance. So everything up and in, shoulders down. Squeeze those abdominals. And again, only go as deep as you dare. Just want to do a little one. A little step back. And not bending those knees much. You may. You can step back further and lunge back and down more than do. But abs nice and strong, shoulders down, working these thighs, buttocks. Very good. Making sure that knee is above the ankle there, toes coming up. Well done. Time's up on that one. Very good indeed. Right, we've got a nice wide squat this next one. Sitting through. And I'll add a higher impact to this one as well for those of you who have got good knees, backs, good joints, and have been continuing your exercise and good fitness level. So if you want to make this tougher, you can do a little jump, then a squat, then a jump, then a squat, then a jump, then a squat. You can do 2 to 4 squats and then 2 to 4 jumps, or 2 to 4 squats, and then the odd jump here and there, or no jumps at all. Entirely up to you. No jumps if you're not sure about your joints in any way or energy. You're not sure, ankles, knees, back, anything. No jumping. And keep that nice and shallow. Not going too far down. Sticking your bottom out behind you. Arms not too high if you're not sure about shoulders and necks. Good. On to the next one. So we're stepping with the heels up, with the curl. Again, if you want to make that higher impact, you step, hop, step, hop, step, hop, step, hop, step, hop. Only if your ankles, joints, everything's good and energy's good. You're not sure about that, just do the step and curl. Step and curl at your own pace. Faster or slower. Slower if your heart rate's high enough, you feel it's tough enough. Slower, belly in, bottom in, shoulders down. Posture, posture, posture all of the time. Posture and breathing all of the time. Lower arms if you're not sure about those shoulders and neck. And if you're happy with them, very good. Most of you having a bit of a hop. Very good. Mary, well done. Just say hello to you, Mary. Coming in a bit later. Oh, did I say that? Okay, have a little rest there. Right, back to where we started. Come to your side. Make sure you've got space. Step and squat, step and squat. Here we go. Step and squat, hands on your hips if you prefer, or you can reach those arms forwards. If you want to do the higher impact option, you can do the jumping. I'm very warm now. Hat might have to come off soon. So sit through those heels. Very good. So step and squat, step and squat. Stick that bottom out behind you. Keep the shoulders down, belly in, and only go as deep as you dare with these squats. Only as deep as you dare. With your hips, knees, joints, everything. Another 6 seconds. With or without the jumps. Keep those knees apart. Abs nice and strong, shoulders down. Next exercise. Stepping on the spot, gear one. So gear one. A little bit easier, slower, easier. Gear one. Taking it steady. So gear one, stepping or jogging. If your joints are good, you can jog it or step it if you're not sure. Gear two. Little bit quicker. That's it. Pump those arms. Pump those legs. Keep the shoulders down. Belly in. Breathe. Gear two. Lovely. If you just want to stay here, go back to gear one, you may. Or go to gear three. A little bit quicker. Tummy nice and firm. Jogging. Shoulders down. Breathing. Let me have a little look here. Good. Yes, I see some of you going for a little jog around your living rooms. Good. And a little bit quicker again. Gear four. Fast you can. Tummy nice and firm. Shoulders down. Everything up and in. Good. Squeeze those shoulders. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Good, good, good. Belly in. And stepping. If you're not sure, stepping as quick as you can. 2, 1, and 0. Fabulous. And breathe. Breathe, and we have our tricep dips. So tricep dips. Chest up, shoulders down. Take the weight. Knees bent if you're not sure. Knees bent. Legs further out. You want to make it tougher. The knees bent in, easier. Just an inch further out makes it tougher. An inch further out again makes it even tougher. An inch further out makes it even tougher. So every time you move those feet away, so they're straight, much tougher on the shoulders, neck, arms, back of arms. Keep the chest up, breathe. So make sure you're breathing, keeping those shoulders down. Good, good, good. Counting, I would say 10 minimum, 30 maximum of these, I'd recommend. So keeping everything up and in, keep those shoulders down, squeeze and breathe. Let me have a little look, keeping the head nice and straight. Yep, as soon as you've done enough of those, you may have a rest. Tony, you might want to get 2 chairs at some point so your arms aren't so close behind you on the one chair. Depends on shoulder mobility. If you've got good shoulder mobility, it's fine. If not, not so good. Okay, moving on. Does depend on different people. We've got the squat with your band and reaching back. So using the back of the shoulders back off. Underhand grip here, everybody. And you can hold the band shorter to make it tougher, longer to make it easier. So shoulders down, does depend on your band as well. Or you can have an easier band, easier strength band. Again, 10 to 15, or I'm timing. everything up and in, sit through those heels. Only go as deep as you dare with those squats. Only as deep as you dare. Little ones, tiny little knee bend if you're not sure about the knees, hips, back. Or you can just do the arms on their own without any squats at all. Depends on your fitness level and what you want to do. We've already done lots of squats this week or today. Been training early. Keep everything up and in. Keep those shoulders down. Everything up and in. Swap to the other side. So the other side, you've got that one arm in front of you. So if you're mirroring me, it's your right arm in front, staying exactly where it is in front, shoulders down, tummy nice and firm, waistband in. So completely core and back exercise, this upper back of the arms. Keep the shoulders down. Keep that going. Oh, I'm truly hot now. Here we go. So everything up and in. Keep that going. Keep counting, guys. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, or 15. Keep those shoulders down. Abs nice and strong. When you've done that, to finish up those, you might do more on the not so strong side. So you've got a weaker side, the side that's not as strong, not as coordinated, then do a few more repetitions on that side. Okay, we'll come back to that. We've got the lunge backs with your twisting. So lunging back, twisting to one side, then lunging back with the other one, twisting the other side. Lunge back, twist, and lunge back and twist. Lunge back, twist, and lunge back and twist. So keep the shoulders down, everything up and in. Squeeze the abdominals, everything up and in. Squeeze and breathe. Lovely. Keep that going. Twisting. So the leg that's in front, if this is your left leg in front, twist to your left. That's your right leg in front. Keep your feet hip width apart, not in a straight line. And only go as deep as you dare. Only as deep as you dare. Last couple, everybody. Knees above the ankle. Keep those shoulders down. Everything up and in. Lovely. Have a little rest there on that one. Nice wide squats. As wide as you dare with those hips and thighs. So shoulders down. And as you're going down with these squats and lunges, anything, there's sort of big toe coming up. So you've got the weight through the heels on these. Not all squats and lunges, but the majority of the ones I do, just less on the knees, more on the thighs and buttocks when we have our weight back. The shoulders down. Faster if you want to do that jump, if you want that higher impact, you can just squat, then jump, or 2 squats and jump, 3 or 4 squats and jump, or jump, all jumping, entirely up to you, what energy you have. Keep those shoulders down. Good. See a few of you with lots of energy this morning. Well done. Keep the shoulders there. Don't have to though. Your hips and knees and thighs don't like it or energy. Do not do it. Only keep to the low impact. Very good. Have a little rest there. Fabulous. We have the leg curls and arm curls, or arms lower, entirely up to you with the neck and shoulders. Everything up and in, shoulders down. We can do that higher impact if you want to, with the hops, making sure the heels touch down to the ground, keeping the shoulders down, tummy nice and firm, curling those heels. Or you can do the slower, and if the neck and shoulders hurt, we can put the arms lower, or not use the arms at all. Depends on what your neck and shoulders are up to. Get those shoulders down, tummy nice and firm, and we can do that with or without the arms. Much easier without the arms. Tummy nice and firm, shoulders down, but joints, don't do it. Good, good, good. Another 5 seconds, everybody. I think up and in, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Back to where we started. Third and final round. Side to side. Here we go. Side to side. With or without the arms. You can reach the arms in front. Side. Keep these feet hip width apart. Keep that going. Just have a little look at you. with or without the jumps. You may or may not do the jumps side to side. Entirely up to you, very ski-esque. Those of you missing any skiing, to keep the shoulders down. I'm not a ski person, so but I know some people are missing that this year. So everything up and in, sit through those heels, feet, knees apart, feet hip width apart, without the jump if you're not sure. So last 5 seconds, keep the shoulders down, belly in, everything up and in, breathe. Lovely. 2, 1, and 0. Fabulous. Walking, stepping, or jogging on the spot. Gear 1. Here we go. So, shoulders down, tummy flat. It's really toasty warm out here now. I have to say, I do have a few layers on there. Yes. Nice thermal layer here. Just teaching you what to wear outside. And gear 2. Not forgetting. Gear 2. Or remembering. Tummy nice and firm. Shoulders down. Gear 2. Keep those shoulders down. Everything up and in. Gear 3. A little bit quicker. Only if you want to. You don't have to. Draw the belly in. The waistband in nice and strong. Nice and strong. That pelvic floor up and in. Shoulders down. Gear 4. Coming up to gear 4. So if you want to go a little bit quicker, faster, as fast as you dare, keep the shoulders down, breathe. Make sure your shoulders down, breathe. Keep breathing. Just nice and relaxed. Tummy nice and firm. Everything up and in. Slower if you're not sure. You don't have to go faster. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Just stepping it out. Stepping it to your nice sturdy bench and chairs. Tricep dips, 3rd and final set of your tricep dips. Everything up and in. Keep breathing. Knees bent in. Feet nice and close to make it easier. If you're not sure about the shoulders, joints, back of arms. This is for the back of the upper arm. Here we go. And take the legs out further. Tougher, tougher, tougher with those legs straight to keep the chest up, shoulders down. 10 minimum. You can stop and have a little rest. Do 2 or 3 at a time. And have a little rest, 2 or 3 at a time. Doing the recordings, you can really take your time. Everything up and in, keep those shoulders down. Keep breathing. Keep the shoulders down, belly in. Keep the shoulders down. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So squeeze the last few out if you can. Everything all right there? Good. Let's get Jenny in again. Problems with internet. Jenny, get an Ethernet cable if you can. Works wonders. Have a rest, guys. When you finished off those tricep dips, back of the arms working there. We are on to 3rd and final with your band. Start with the other side this time. So start with your right hand out in front, twist to your left. So squatting down, just for the hell of it. So everything up and in, tummy nice and firm. Minimum 10, maximum 15. Timings, everything up and in. So try and remember to count. Belly nice and firm. Shoulders down. And only go as deep as you feel. You can, so keeping that arm out in front. And rotating to working that core. All the core from hips here up to neck is your core. So tummy nice and firm. A lot of core work. This tummy nice and firm. Shoulders down. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Posture, posture, posture. Last one, or finish off your repetitions. If it's your not so good side, do a few more repetitions. So always do a little more. So swapping over, guys, to the side when you've done your maximum 15 or a few more repetitions on that not so good side, and less on the good side. Your good side needs less work when we're working out like this because it gets plenty of work all the rest of the time. Because it's your favourite side, that's why it's your better, stronger side. We use it more. So it's stronger and better. So when we do exercises, it's quite a good idea to do more repetitions on the not so good arm side, not so good leg, which we're going to come to with our balance very soon. To keep the shoulders down, nice long neck, time's up there. Good. We'll finish up those repetitions, doing more on the not so good side less on the very good side, the best side. Right, we are doing the lunge back with the twist. So lunging back and twisting, lunging back and twisting, tummy nice and firm, everything up and in, shoulders down. Keep those feet hip width apart, not in a straight line. And also keeping that toe up and twisting. You want to hold on to something and twist. You've got something either side. Do a little twist. Very good. Or no twist at all. The tummy nice and firm. Shoulders down. This knee above the ankle, not forwards here. Your weight is back. The toe is up. Toes up, weights back. We do some different lunges sometimes, but today we're doing this one. We've got another 10 seconds on this one. Keep those shoulders down. Keep the hips nice and level. Hips nice and level and straight. Don't let the hips drop. Keep the hips up, shoulders down, everything up and in. Squeeze those abs. Lovely. Last one or two. Time is up. Fantastic on that one. And we have nice wide squats. As wide as you dare with those your hips and thighs. Nobody else's, yours. And only go as deep as you dare. You can go a little bit quicker. Keep it low impact with no jumping. You can add the jump. Feel. But when you land, make sure you bend your knees. When you're jumping, sink into the ground. So sink into the ground. Shoulders down. Tummy nice and firm. Squeeze those abdominals. Stick your bottom out behind you. You don't have to swing the arms high. If you're not sure about neck and shoulders. This is hurting here. Neck and shoulders. You keep the shoulders down. Don't let those arms come so high. But if you can, squeeze those shoulders down. Belly in. Breathing. 5 more seconds, everybody. Sit through those heels. 2, 1, and 0. And the last ones of these. Tummy with or without the hop. Tummy nice and firm. Tummy nice and firm. Shoulders down. Reaching up and down. Doesn't matter about the reaching up. Whenever you reach up, just keep that core. In this instance, tummy in, bottom, shoulders down, everything up and in, shoulders down. And if you want the higher impact, if you're not sure about the arms and shoulders, lower, the hands on the hips, with or without the hop, tummy nice and firm, shoulders down, breathing. Squeeze those abs. Just listen to your joints, nobody else's, your joints. Everything up and in. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You have 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Well done, everybody. The next section we're going to do is one standing up exercise, sitting down, and the floor. So we can do a little bit of all of them. Now, I recommend for most of us sitting down for this single arm row. For those of you who've got weights and want to do that bent over one that I showed at the beginning, put the bands around your feet. Put the bands into one hand. So only one strong resistance band. One strong resistance band. Maybe if you're strong with an easier resistance band with it. And then you're going to do a single arm row. Just one arm, chest up, shoulders down. So one arm. Now if you're doing this standing, you've got that leaning on like so. So if you're doing it standing, leaning on your bench, your thigh, you've got your right leg here, right hand on your thigh, leaning, abs nice and strong. Make sure you're leaning on your thigh or actually on a bench. Leaning on a bench. Or if you've got a weight, you can do that with your weight. Chest up, shoulders down. 15. Or do more on your weaker arm and less on your not so strong, less on the good, best, strongest arm and more on the not so strong arm. So everything up and in. If you can do that seated with your band, swap over to the other side when you've done 15 or so. And more on the, I'm assuming that most of you started off with your stronger arm, as we often do, because we use it more. So if you're on your weaker arm now, do more repetitions on this weaker arms. So keep the shoulders down, tummy nice and firm. Squeezing, straighten the arm, squeezing, straighten the arm, squeeze back. Better sitting down, so sitting bolt upright, shoulders nice and still. You're not leaning forwards and back, sitting up nice and straight. You do this on the floor if your back is good. It's easier on your back if you're sitting up on the bench or chair. Sit on the edge of the chair as well. That helps. So everything up and in. You feel the biceps. The core exercise. It's in front of the upper arm essentially, and back of the shoulders and back essentially, but it's a core exercise. Good. So some of you are a bit leaning forward, others of you using your band. Well done. We are stomach exercise. So yes, abs, sitting down, leaning back, and hold. So belly button through to spine, waistband up and in, leaning back and holding. No other fancy business than that. Just leaning back, holding, shoulders down. You need to put your hands on your hips here, or arms out in front, tummy nice and firm. If you want to make this a bit tougher, if your back is good, in fact, talking about back, if you feel that your back at all, sit up straighter. So sit up nice and straight, belly in. If you want to make this a bit tougher, you can sit on the floor, leaning back as far as you dare, tummy nice and firm, shoulders down. So not your shoulders up like this, shoulders down. This is only if your back is good on the floor here, tummy nice and firm. Sit up straighter, belly in. If you feel it in your lower back at all. You should not feel it in your lower back. So everything up and in. You've got 20 seconds, everybody. Keep the shoulders down, belly in, waistband up and in, shoulders down. Floor, your back is good. Oh, it's cold on the floor. Sit on my nice warm kneeling mat in a minute. So if you're leaning back here, tummy nice and firm. Guys, you've got 5 seconds. Waistband in. This belt up and in, nice and tight and strong. Shoulders down. Breathe. Fabulous. Did you feel your stomach, everybody? Yes? Yes, no? Stomach? Yeah, some people waving. Good. Okay, so yeah, balancing. So I'd like you to stand on the leg that you think is not as strong as the other one. So the least strong leg, usually the one you've had some injuries on, and just hold there like so. You can do a little ankle circle, 10 circling, so foot circle I should say, with the other leg. There, I'm going to time. So everything up and in, shoulders down, 10 and 10 the other way. Just keep doing 10 and 10, and I'll tell you when we can stop to the leg. So this should be your not so good side, the side that you think is not as strong as the other side, not your dominant leg. Maybe it's had more recent injuries or more injuries on that side with your back or hips or thighs or knees. Lovely. Okay, swap to the other side. Just notice how that felt from stability point of view. Go to the other side. If this is your stronger side, so we can do this ankle circle again. So big circles, 10 and then 10 the other way. Might as well do 2 exercises at once, mightn't we? Tummy nice and firm, shoulders down. If you find you a bit more stable this side, stronger, secure, then this is your stronger side. It's your better side. We've got another 5 seconds. And then we're going to go back to our less, so our not so strong side. Have a rest there. So we can go back to our not so strong side. So it might be the one that you've just been on, the one that was more unstable, didn't feel so secure. So the one that doesn't feel as strong. And again, you've still got that ankle circle going. So if you need to hold on something, then do. Just a little bit, just your finger. Just a little bit of stability. Keep circling that ankle so we can just do a little bit of mobilizing with the ankle and foot and strengthening and mobilizing with the foot. Keep holding for another 8 seconds, everybody. So really feel the thigh working, abs nice and strong, shoulders down. It's a core exercise as well. Lots of core exercises. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and 0. Hopefully you can recognize which leg is a bit stronger than the other and do a little bit more on the not so strong side. That's the idea. So second, 2 lot from not so strong. Now plank. I'd recommend, I've been doing planks recently, on a bench or chair, leaning, tummy nice and firm, and then twisting one side, then the other. That's an easier version. Or leaning on a kitchen surface, that's an easy one if you're not sure about the back, shoulders, neck. harder version on the floor here. Harder version on the floor where we can have the knees further back, the knees, hands twisting, tummy nice and firm, shoulders down. Timer is on. Yep, so keep the shoulders down. From the elbows, you can do it. And if you want to make it tougher, if those of you who've been doing your planks regularly and your shoulders and neck and stomach are strong, then up into that full plank, twisting one way, twisting the other. Keep the head nice and straight, keep the shoulders down. Not shoulders up like this, shoulders down. Draw that belly up away from the floor. Pop those knees down. If you feel it in your lower back at all, knees need to go down. Elbows, pelvis, that means your bottom's tucked under, belly is up. So not this, bottom under, belly in, shoulders down. And you can also do this easier, hands and knees, like so. But if you don't want to get on the hands and knees, you can do that leaning on a bench, chairs, bed, stay nice, firmer, stable bed. Guys, you've got 5 more seconds. Elbows, pelvis, tummy nice and firm, shoulders down, everything up and in, or against the wall. That's the very easiest. Have a rest, guys, at that one. Well done. Very good. Back to your single arm row. So as I say, single arm row, I do recommend sitting on a chair with your resistance band. These resistance bands are magic. So everything up and in. Start with your not so good arm and do more repetitions on the not so good arm. Your less dominant arm, chest up, shoulders down. This is more obvious than the legs. The less dominant arm, single arm row, 15 or so with your less dominant one, and then less repetitions, maybe 10, 11, 12 with your stronger one. So everything up and in. If you're doing that standing, you're doing that leaning on your thigh, chest up, shoulders down, everything up and in. Squeeze, abs nice and strong, shoulders down. Really bend the elbows, straighten the arms. Let me have a little look. When you've done more on that not so good arm, go on to the better one and do less repetitions. Looking good, everybody. Heads are nice and straight. Good. Good. Keep those abs nice and strong. So really pulling. Good. Back of the shoulders, biceps, and core. Working all that is onto the other arm, everybody. Well done. Looking good. Keep those shoulders down. It's very tempting to let those shoulders come up. Squeeze the shoulders down. Really work the back muscles to get those shoulders down and lengthen the neck. Very good. Very good, everybody. Lovely. Well done. So finish up a little bit more on the not so good side and less on the better side. Because the better side gets so much going on with it. It gets enough. So tummy nice and firm. So when you've done that, tummy nice and firm, not really back, sitting on a chair, tummy nice and firm, belly button through to the spine, this belt drawing up and in, the pelvic floors up and in, just a firm, supportive action there, and shoulders down, and breathe. And contemplate the world. Just hope I don't have a fox coming in again. It was suitably shocked and scared, I have to say. So shoulders down, tummy nice and firm, belly up and in. If you feel that in your back at all, sit up straighter. Draw the waist in. If you can sit on the floor, sit on a nice warm one this time. If you can sit on the floor. If your back is good enough, if your back's not good enough, then don't. The tummy nice and firm. Draw the abs in, strong shoulders down. Relax the shoulders down. Guys, you've got another 6 seconds. Tummy nice and firm. Abs strong. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and 0. Well done, everybody. Good. We have the balancing exercise, the standing. Again, start with, hopefully you know which is your less strong leg. So starting with the less strong leg, everything up and in, shoulders down. And again, with that ankle circle. If you do want to work the shoulders and arms, you can do this as well. palms up to the sky, so we can work the neck and shoulders. But if your neck and shoulders and arms bad enough, we can rest the hands here. Do your ankles, foot circle, 10 one way, then 10 the other. You're standing on the leg that you think is not quite as strong as the other one. So the less stable one, the one that you feel harder work. Change legs. So the other one, so you should be immediately, not always, but 8 out of 10 of us will find that one leg is significantly better, stronger than the other. So this might be stronger. We want to keep them about the same. So that's why I want to do a little bit more on the not so good leg. Do a little bit more on the not so good leg. And there's ankle circles just to work the ankles of the foot and make it a bit more challenging with the balance. So 5 more seconds. Belly in, shoulders down, everything up and in. Good, good, good. And then onto the not so good leg again. Whichever the leg is you felt it more, not so stable, not so strong, not so good, then stay on or go back to that not so good leg. Breathe. You see some people like this. Keep the shoulders down, relax, relax. Everything up and in, belly in. So you've got those ankles, the rotating around one way, then the other. Keep everything up and in. You've got 5 more seconds, everybody. Squeeze, breathe, shoulders down. Fabulous, looking nice and still, lovely. Have a little rest there. Excellent. And your plank. So on the floor, if you could do the floor planks, otherwise on the bench. You can do them on the floor. Hands and knees are the easiest ones. If you're not sure about necks, back, shoulders, the hands and knees. Always hands and knees. The plank type exercise for the easier one. And if you'll make it tougher, you can move those knees and hands further apart. And you can pop your elbows down if you want to. It's entirely up to you. Whatever feels at this stage, whatever feels most comfortable for you, on your elbows or on your hands. Tummy firm. If you can go up into that full plank, draw that belly button away from the floor, shoulders down, elbows to pelvis. Very tempting to get the shoulders up here, get those shoulders down. Draw that belly away from the floor, bottom tucked under. Don't have to do the twist. If you can do the twist, let's twist again. Like we did last summer. Ooh, let's twist again. Tummy nice and we won't talk about this. Abs nice and strong, shoulders down. Knees down if you need to. If you feel your lower back at all, pop those knees down. Everything up and in. You've got 5 more seconds. Bottom tucked under. Belly up, shoulder. Oh, looking very nice. Well done, everybody. Can you all feel the stomach working? Yes, stomach, chest, shoulders, arms. Not your lower back. Good. Thumbs up. Great. Okay. Last and final of your single arm row. Sitting down. I highly recommend sitting down. Sitting down. Final set. Everything up and in. Do a little bit more on the not so good. So your less dominant arm. Everything up and in. The less dominant arm. A good 15 or more, a few more. On the more dominant arm, your strongest arm. Just do 10, 11, 12. It gets enough work compared to the other one. So work your less strong arm more. Chest up, shoulders down. None of this rocking back and forwards. Abs nice and strong. Shoulders down. Third and final round of these. Let me have a little look. Some of you doing the bent over one. Got your weight. Got the chest up, shoulders down. Leaning on that bent thigh. Make sure you're leaning your upper body on your thigh or on the bench. Don't really want to be putting any more strain on the back than is necessary. The tummy nice and firm. Let me have a look. Shoulders down. Get the shoulders down, Ali. That's better. That tummy nice and firm. Everything up and in. Squeeze nice and straight there, Sarah. Lovely. Yes, you're looking gorgeous with the shoulders down, long necks. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Finish up. A little bit more on that stronger, on the stronger side. A bit more. A few more repetitions on the less strong side, less on the stronger side. Let's get that right. Well done, everybody. I think we're ready for a stretch. Yes, we're ready for a stretch, everybody. Well done indeed. So back of arms, bottom tucked under, belly in. Feel a good stretch. The back of the arms. Good, good, good. The bottom tucked under. And now you can pop your hand in front here with the stretch here. If you're very flexible in the shoulders, you can do that one. You can do the yogi one if you're used to that. So whatever you're used to. Very good. And the other arm. So go to the other arm. You can pop your hand in front here if that's more comfortable, just to support and help hold that elbow up. Or we could do this one if you're a bit more flexible and that's comfortable. Do not do this, everybody. No, 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 no. Belly in, bottom like knees soft. Feel a good stretch there. Back of the arms. And we'll do the chest. So really squeeze those elbows together again. Knees bent, bottom tucked under. Now not this. Chest up, do a good stretch and chest. If you've got quite flexible shoulders, you get a better stretch with your arms up behind you like this, then do that rather than this. So whatever you feel is the best stretch for you on the chest and your biceps. So chest up, shoulders down, really good stretch. Really squeeze those elbows together, not this. Really squeeze those elbows back. More flexible than me, your elbows will disappear. Not me. Great, let's do the front of the legs. You might want to hold on to something, balance on. Knee up in front to save hamstring cramps. Get hold of a secure grip on your soft or trouser leg or shoe, or the front of the shin if your knees can bend enough. And chest up, shoulders down, belly in. You don't need to hold on, but don't belly in. Knees together, if you can. Shoulders down, hip up. Great, great, great. Just feel a nice stretch on the hips and thighs. Lovely. So draw that belly in, no arching of the back. So belly in, bottom in. Breathe, breathe. Knee in front and gently down. So save the hamstring cramps here and the other one. So you've got your knee up. Grab. If you need to get down like so to get hold of the leg and pull up, make sure that leg is relaxed. So your arm is taking the weight of your leg. Very important. Belly in, shoulders down, breathe. Your arm is taking the weight of your leg. Relaxing that leg. Feel the stretch on the front of the hips and thighs. Knees together, chest up, belly in, shoulders down, breathe. Fabulous. Knee in front, gently down. Don't want to get hamstring cramps here. And speaking of hamstring cramps, let's stretch the hamstring. Bend the knees. You can sit down for this one or stand. Chest up, hips up behind. Make sure you feel a stretch here. Toe down. Toe up is a different exercise altogether. They're just two different exercises. Toe down for this one. Hips up behind. Lean as far forward as you can. Feel the hamstring stretch. When you bring the toe up, you feel more of a calf stretch. So one's more of a calf stretch, the other one's more of a hamstring stretch. We're doing the hamstring stretch today. Chest up, hips up behind. Feel the hamstring. Leaning as far forward as you can with that chest up forwards. Not too much of a hyperextending neck, but chest forwards. Feel the stretch here. Tailbone up behind you. Feel the hamstring. Sitting down or standing, whatever suits you best. Change legs. Got the other leg. And again, that chest up forwards, tailbone up behind. Leaning on your thigh. So you've got that hip up behind. Chest up forwards. Good stretch on the hamstring. Feel that stretch. Fabulous. Keep holding, keep holding. Everything up and in, so feel that hamstring stretch. There. And again, still seated, you can do the inside thighs. Like so. Lean your upper body on your thighs. Ease the knees away, feel a good stretch on the inside thighs. You can do it seated or standing. So we're leaning our upper body. Again, this is a different thing altogether. two different exercises. We can lean our upper body on thighs, or we can do this. Completely different exercises. We're not doing this one. We're leaning our upper body on thighs. We are supporting our back, protecting and supporting our back by leaning on the thighs and stretching the inside of the thighs. It's just a stretch here, mostly a stretch inside the thighs. Very good. And your buttocks. So again, sitting, you can pop the ankle just above your knee, chest up again. That sternum, breastbone up, shoulders relaxed down, and lean forwards. Take your bottom out behind you. Get a lovely stretch around the buttocks and thighs. Do that standing up. Most of you come to my classes. We always do this standing up because we're outdoors, with or without poles. So get a nice stretch here around the buttocks and thighs. Excellent. And the other leg. So again, you're seated or standing. If you've been to other exercise classes, you can do this on the floor as well. Lots of different ways of doing lots of similar and different exercises. So nice buttocks stretch. Very well done. Excellent job. And we've got the hip flexors. So if you're mirroring me, put your left foot forward, your right foot back, heel up and squeeze through. Still got the calf to do after this. So squeeze through. So weight on this front leg. So you could actually lift that back leg up, toe tucked under. Feel the stretch down the front of the hip and thigh. Feet hip width apart for balance. Breathing. That's it. It's where you can sort of round your shoulders a bit. Imagine you're slumping over the floor. Really good stretch down the inside thighs here. And change leg. So the other one. Weight on the other leg. Heel back. Heel up behind. Weight on this front leg. Squeeze that bottom through. So bum cheeks, belly in. Imagine you're slumping over a huge Swiss ball here. The only time I'll let you round your shoulders. One of the very few times, actually. The bottom tucked under. Feel a good stretch. Bottom of the hips and thighs. Here. Good, good, good. If you can't feel that, get the legs a bit further apart. Or pop your foot up on something behind you, but you need good balance for that. Not to be tried at home. Facing straight, put the heel down behind, go to the calf stretch. This is where you've got the heel down behind. So weight on the front leg, very similar to that last one, but you've actually got your heel down. So you're stretching the calf here. Weight on the front leg still, but heel down at the back. And feet nice and straight. So you should feel that calf. So you're not feeling here anymore. Feeling that calf there. Oh, nice stretch. Lovely. Change legs. Cool, I did get nice and warm. I'm just beginning to get cool now, ready to put on hat and fleece and jacket, but yeah, still warming up at the moment. So heel down, weight on, but I am feeling I need to put on something. The guys, feeling good. Calf stretch there. Fantastic. Well done. Let me turn the recording off. Well done, everybody. Good job.